So, I haven't been on Instagram live in ages. As someone who's a social media manager, who's always telling everyone to use the features to their advantage, here I am talking about not going live. But, I don't know, I just feel like on Instagram these days, and even on threads and stuff, there's so much crap going around from these coaches and business owners all feeding you lies, and even Muslim business owners as well, and it's like there's no integrity anymore, and they're just trying so hard to portray this fake life in order to get to their goals at other people's expenses. Like, I've seen Muslims blocking another coach or business owner because they're either jealous or they don't want them seeing their content, or they want to copy them but don't want them to know that they're being copied, because obviously they're going to be blocked, so they can't see anything from that person, which has happened to me, by the way. And also this whole like money aspect of things as well. Like, when people are stating 5k and 6k, we forget, not 5k and 6k, 5 figures and 6 figures, we literally forget that 5 figures is £10,000, but it's also £99,000. 6 figures is £100,000, but it's also £999,000. So there's a drastic difference. And the reason a lot of people are using the word 5 and 6 figures is not because they want to hide the income that they're making or the money they're making, is because they want you to do the guessing, and you'd probably assume that it's a crazy amount of money anyways. So I think that's also something that's deceptive as well. And also, like, people forget that risk is from Allah, and what someone's journey is not going to be someone else's journey no matter what. So you can literally replicate what someone is doing, but it does not guarantee that you'll be in the same position that they are going to be in. And that's a reminder as well that even myself, I need to remember that although there's so many successful business owners that I look up to and I compare myself to, even if I purchased a 5-figure investment course to learn how to do whatever they're doing, I'm never, well, I might, but it's going to be a lot longer for me to, or harder for me to actually replicate their success, because obviously what's written for me has been written before I was born, and nothing can change that. And I just want there to be more Islamic principles in the way that Muslim business owners are conducting themselves on social media, and not forgetting ultimately that no matter how hard we try to fool ourselves into thinking that being rich is the best option, you also have to have a good heart as well. And if you're not focusing on your deen because you're sacrificing that aspect of your life to chase your business and grow your business as well, then really you are poor. You're going to be poor in the afterlife. So realistically, there is no benefit. Wa alaikum assalam wa mashallah. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, faithful funnels. I'm just waving back at everyone who's joined, trying to find some names that I recognise. I've seen Hain Closet about on social media. Bin Samadi, obviously I know who you are. I don't know how to say your name, I'm just going to say Deriak, but is that how I say it? Just waving back. I don't know if that does anything actually, but hopefully you guys can see all the waves that I'm sending you. Let me know if you've got any questions as well, but I can't lie to you, this is why we need to completely integrate our business into our deen. Cash grabbers lacking human integrity is present, but we also need to be mindful consumers, which I believe is a new theme. The consumer market shifting towards. Definitely, I feel like our generation is catching onto a lot of these people's fakeness and crap. And you know what the crazy part is? Like, a lot of these business owners, these 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure, whatever, they'll be telling you that they're in such a great position, they're living their life and everything, but then 6 months later they'll do a U-turn and be like, 6 months ago I was so burnt out, I had the worst cash flow in my business, this was going wrong, but then I implemented a new strategy and it completely made my business go from X to why, and then this happened, and this is how you can do the same. And I'm thinking, I swear down, when I was following you at that time, you did not show that part of your business. And now all of a sudden you're saying 6 months ago this happened, and you've done a new strategy, and everyone just got a call then. But do you know what I mean when I'm saying that? I feel like social media is so fake, and people try hard to portray a life that is not real. Exactly. And I'm praying and hoping that Allah gives me the strength to not be one of those people that portray this fake life. And because we're human at the end of the day, like, it's, even if someone's got good intentions, they're a human, and they can fall into the trap of trying to fit into society, fit into social media, fit into this expectation people have of themselves. And it's like a negative cycle. Like, they've portrayed themselves as this person, so now everyone expects them to be this person, so now they have to keep up with that image that they've made. And if things go crap, they can't really say anything about it, because they've not put themselves in a position to be authentic and be real with their followers. And I'm so grateful that I'm not in a position to be deemed as super successful, so that I can kind of stay away from that as well. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I don't know why I just randomly had the urge to like start this live. One, probably because my son is taking a nap, so I do have the... It's crazy how he's taking a nap at 9 o'clock. This should be the time that he's fully going to sleep, but it's him taking a nap. His sleep schedule is messed up. He slept at 2 in the morning, and then he decided he's going to wake up at 9. Had to force him back to sleep so he gets his 12 hours, and so I don't have to disrupt my sleep as well. I don't know, I'm getting a lot of random people joining as well that I've never heard of before. Assalamu alaikum, Muslima Empowerment. How are you, sis? Fitra Homeschool. But yeah, Deriak, but is that how I say your name? Deria. Oh crap, I've been saying it wrong. Deria. Ak. Bayrak. Oh, it's Deria, not Deriak, but what am I talking about? But yeah, like, I don't know, man. I think this dunya is just getting to us. We're a lot weaker than the generations before us, and obviously a lot weaker than the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Have you actually, sis? Oh my days. I wonder who that is. So glad I joined. This is the talk we all need. I know, and I'm not even trying to have a go at people. Like, as I said, we're human. Like, Allah has not made us perfect. He's not made us perfect for a reason, so that we can turn back to him. So we just have to be like so diligent now on social media and try really hard to go back to the root of our deen as well. Khadija. But yeah, should I do more lives like this, guys? And should I save this live after or not save it? I don't know if anyone's... Personally, when someone's gone live and there's a replay on their page, I personally don't watch it because my attention span is bad. And obviously that is something that's a negative impact of social media as well. But I just don't have the time to... I don't know what I thought before having a kid that my life was going to be like after, but I definitely did not think this would be it. Like waiting till they go nap and then trying to fit in so many things during their nap. Any other mum literally have to wait till the kid starts having their nap and then has to do like 101 things. Oh my gosh, deadline for my tax returns coming up and I've not even sent... See, this is what irritates me because I waste my money when I want to work with them because they aren't who they say they are. Oh, sis, don't tell me that you've wasted your money. Oh no. Do you know what? There should be like a blacklist of business owners who are fake. Literally. Like, there should be a list of business owners who people have had bad experiences with, and there should be like a public directory, so before you work with someone you can see like the genuine reviews. Obviously they're just going to put the good reviews on their page, And I was thinking about this the other day. There shouldn't be websites and hosting platforms for business owners available that allow them to approve and deny reviews. You shouldn't be allowed to accept the good reviews and then decline the bad reviews, because you're painting a false image that your product or service is 100% what it seems and everybody loves it. So even now, reading reviews, I'm kind of skeptical after knowing that you can literally decline reviews. And I actually left a review on someone's page the other day, so I'm actually going to see if it's been declined, which I think is a bit stupid, but you know, people will obviously want to uphold this certain image as well. Thanks for the likes, guys. So for anyone joining, I'm just talking about being mindful of the way that social media kind of influences a person's decision making, and how even as Muslims we're not perfect and we can fall into the trap of trying to paint this picture of our lifestyle that is not real. So when you look at coaches and stuff and they're talking about 5-6 figures or whatever, 5 figures can be 10k, but it can be 99k as well. So literally it's so difficult to find authenticity. And also, please answer my questions. I haven't seen your questions, Mariam. Let me see. Walaikum assalam. All I can see is you saying assalamu alaikum, sister. I can't see any questions. So just put your questions again. Let me see if it says no questions yet. Anyone watching can send and see questions. So if you want to send a question, there should be a little feature at the bottom that allows you to send a question, and then I can see it. But sometimes they do get missed in the comments, because in the comments it shows everyone who's joining as well. But yeah, if anyone also wants to say like what they think about this topic as well, then definitely do. Muslima Empowerment was just saying how she feels as though it's so difficult working with people, because when they're not who they say they are, it's a complete waste of their money. Traffic, please. And traffic, I can't. Literally all I can see is you saying and traffic. So just put it in the question box instead, so that I can see it properly, inshallah. My business is madrasa material. Yep, so I told you guys that the review I left on a business's page got declined, and I think that's just stupid how only the good reviews can get accepted on pages and the bad ones get declined, because then whoever's purchasing, looking at the reviews, they're obviously only going to see the 5-star ones, not the actual ones from all these other people. I bought an abaya from this brand and it was so bad that I kept it to myself, because I was thinking, you know, oh, like they're just trying to make a living, they're just trying to do this and that. But when their response to my questioning was like so negative, I was like, you know what, I've got to leave a bad review, and it didn't even get shown anyways. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Do you know, I've realised I've got a lot of do you think a lot of people are good at their social media but they aren't actually good at what they do? Yes, that is such a good question. Am I able to pin it? I'm going to add you as mod as well. I didn't know I can add people as mod. Okay, so she asked, do you think a lot of people are good at their social media but they aren't actually good at what they do? Do you know what? This reminds me of the social media managers who become coaches to get people to become social media managers, but they don't even do social media management themselves. So for example, I say I'm a social media manager and I bring out a course to help people become social media managers and tell them how to gain clients, build a business, but I'm not actually doing it myself. So I'm not actually doing social media management myself and building my business. I think that is stupid. Like when someone coaches you to become something, but they're not actually doing the thing they're telling you to become, that's a red flag. And also, with social media, it is kind of hit and miss as well. There is a lot of luck that goes into it. A lot of luck on the videos that go viral. On TikTok, there's currently this trend of people lip syncing. Yes, you're so right, Sadaf. So, either that or the other way around, not good at social media and better in person. Exactly. Like, it's sad, you know, because a lot of the sisters that come to me for social media help have such good businesses. Like, I've met sisters in person who are so passionate about their business and so passionate about creating a change and doing good things, and their business isn't booming on social media. And it's sad because the people who are just starting businesses for the sake of it, for the sake of money, are sometimes the ones that are seeing all the exposure, and it's a bit annoying, to be honest, which is why I always say social media is not going to be the number one thing you want to focus on. You also want to be building email lists, you want to be building a community. Your community is not just social media, it's through events, it's through your newsletters, it's through your group chats, it's through all these different things that in general help with your brand. Like, for example, me, I also do things like Facebook groups, or, well, I try to organise events and stuff, but it's so difficult, but I have done some in the past, and that's a chance for people to get to know you as a person rather than the version of you on social media as well. So to anyone who's met me in person, I'm so grateful, because even myself, I feel like sometimes I need to come across on social media a certain way, because in real life I can be so stupid and silly, but on social media it's like I need to uphold a certain level of respect and stuff, because oh my days, it's my husband, he's belling my line all the time. He asked me what I ate. Let me just reply to his message. So yeah, if you've got any more questions, guys, let me know. But Muslima Empowerment, you're coming out with some good ones. I don't know if I can say your real name out here, I'm not sure yet. But it's so nice to catch up with some of you guys that I've never actually spoken to. That's one thing I've said no matter what, yeah, I don't see going viral as a positive thing all the time, and I don't see getting loads of followers in a short period of time as a good thing, because back when I had less followers, I had such good connections with every follower or everybody who was interacting with me, whereas when like I got followers, like 5,000 in a month, whatever it was, I forgot now, it was like, how do I keep up with building a connection with every person? Aisha, you know, because you followed me since I was like tiny account, and a lot of people here might have followed me since my account was small, but you guys know I always stayed on top of DMs, I always responded quickly. But as time has gone on, it's been so hard to stay on top of it all, which is why I say don't aim for going viral, but aim for building a solid brand that your followers will purchase from you no matter what. No matter if your video has 1,000 views or it has 1,000,000 views, you will still have followers that are going to purchase from you no matter what, as long as the type of brand that you are showcasing resonates with them as well. Recently, I'm so grateful. Exactly, like, I know what you mean, sis. Like, do you know, in the past when I've gone viral, I've literally deleted hundreds of followers in a day, because I was like, I can't keep up with this. And a lot of the followers as well were just people that I would never become my clients, or that I would interact with their business and stuff. But has anyone else gone viral and then they've noticed like the community relationships has taken a toll because of it? Because that is definitely what can happen as well, which is why I say enjoy your community and your ability to stay on top of it while it lasts, because one time you're going to have loads and loads of people where you're going to have to be using bots and using social media managers and using people to respond to comments and DMs, because you personally cannot keep up with it. Good tips for good brand building. To be honest, I'm not a brand strategist, I'm a social media strategist. But in terms of branding, I would say, actually Daria, she could probably help you with that a lot more. I've been lacking sales on my Shopify store. So what is it that you sell? But branding and social media go hand in hand. I've had people come to me for social media help, but they've got such a rubbish brand strategy, and it's like, it's like me, I'm not even going to say it, but it's like me trying to make something crap pretty by putting sprinkles on it. It's not really going to do much of a difference. Lots of people get burnt out completely. Exactly. I saw someone hating on people who use bots. They was like, you should just message everyone individually and stuff like that. Bots are so inauthentic. But then I was thinking, if 400 people comment, how are you supposed to stay on top of 400 people? It's just so much more difficult. You can use the bot to send them the automated messages, and then you can chase up those people individually whenever you do get the chance. Because, for example, when in my videos, when I see comment for this or DM for that, and then I get an influx of comments, how am I, as a one person, supposed to reply to all those? Yeah, so do you know what I think Instagram should do? I think they should do something where you can group your DMs and label DMs properly. They've got a few labels right now, but I think instead of having primary and general, there should be a different number of groups, like followers, people that you're like trying to work with, and just separate it so you can manage your communication a lot better. But on TikTok, you don't really have that communication aspect as much. Like, people, you're not messaging each other that much, building friendships and like communicating as much as you do on Instagram. So I think the nice thing about Instagram is your community is so much better than on TikTok, because on TikTok it's a lot harder to like build that relationship. How do people's real posts go viral? So it's chance. Chance has a lot to play into virality, but also there are certain things you can do to make your videos go viral, like increasing watch time, increasing the number of saves and shares and things like that as well. But I'm gonna end the live soon, guys, because the topic originally was, for those who are kind of new to joining, was basically talking about exposing some of the inauthenticity in the business industry on social media, especially from Muslim creators as well, trying to mimic their non-Muslim peers as well. I think you see a lot of these non-Muslim coaches and creators who are super rich and successful on social media, and as Muslims we kind of want to mimic it, but there's certain limitations in terms of being honest, in terms of being sincere, providing a product or service according to exactly what you have described it. And a lot of these things actually can hinder your business growth as well. But we have to do what we have to do, guys. But thank you so much for tuning into the live anyways, guys. If you do want me to do more lives in the future, inshallah, let me know. But I'll see you in the next one.